In this example, we are going to subtract polynomials, which is very similar to adding polynomials with one extra step. You gotta, first of all, you gotta acknowledge the fact that it is a subtraction. And what the subtraction does is that you gotta remember there's an invisible one right there, which in our case is a negative one. So you have to distribute the negative one because this minus belongs to all three of those, not only to the first one. And in order for us to remember that, we have to distribute this negative one in every single one of those. And every time you multiply times a negative one, basically all you do is change the signs. If you multiply times negative 1 dx squared, now you can have a negative x squared, you gotta have negative 3x, and you have a positive 10. And now you can erase the top. You can now do the same as an addition, same as before. Now it can become an addition because now you distributed the negative. So now you do the same as before, negative 3x squared minus invisible negative 1x squared. You can just put that in the calculator. Negative 3 minus 1 would be a negative 4, and you can put that in the calculator. X squared, remember the variable does not change. And then you have a 5. You have a, see, let me change the color. You have a 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3, it's a positive 2x. And then you have the constant, which is the 1 plus 10. It's a simple addition. 1 plus 10, it's an 11. And I think we're done because all of those on the bottom are different terms, cannot be combined. Let's go over this next example, which is basically the same thing. Again, let's remember that every time you have a minus, you have to distribute the minus in all of the terms inside the parentheses. And all it does, it changes the sign. If that was a negative 5a squared, now it's going to be a positive a squared. That was a negative 1, now it's going to be a positive 1. And now you do the same as before. Negative 2a, negative 7a squared, positive 5x squared. If you put that in the calculator, you should get a negative 2. Negative 5 plus 5 is a negative 2a squared. And then 2a, I don't see another a over here, so this is going to come down. And then the constant would be negative 8 plus 1. Negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. And at this time, we are done because all of those terms on the bottom are different. So again, whenever you subtract, basically is the same thing as an addition, but you have to distribute the negative. Distribute the negative first.